What was it that made the dinosaurs so successful they were able to take over the world and rule it for over 180 million years? A new study released earlier this month suggests that it wasn't because of their size or simple adaptability, it was because of the way that they moved. Welcome back to Paleopedia, and the first dinosaurs appear in the fossil record around 243 million years ago, right at the beginning of the Triassic period. The oldest dinosaur that we have is Nyasasaurus, which was a small cat-sized bipedal dinosaur that is currently the oldest one that we have. Nyasasaurus and its relatives would eventually become the iconic dinosaurs that we know today, like Stegosaurus, Brachiosaurus, Diplodocus, Ankylosaurus, Triceratops, and Tyrannosaurus rex. But despite the fact that the age of the dinosaurs is generally considered to cover the Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous periods, dinosaurs didn't take over the planet until the end of the Triassic period. Throughout the Triassic, dinosaurs were actually taking a back seat to a closely related group of reptiles known as the Pseudosuchians. Pseudosuchians include today's crocodilians, crocodiles, alligators, and caimans, and are the dinosaurs' closest living relatives outside of birds. And during the Triassic period, the Pseudosuchians were incredibly diverse. Most behaved in a similar way to today's crocodilians, generally occupying river and swampy habitats, but some of these animals were behaving a lot more like terrestrial predators. While most Pseudosuchians adopted a posture similar to today's crocodilians, some were walking quadrupedally in a more upright position, like cats and dogs, and some, like Postosuchus, were even bipedal, looking a lot like their dinosaur cousins. Meanwhile, the dinosaurs that existed at the time were very small and bipedal, built more for running and chasing insects and smaller critters. It wasn't until the end of the Triassic period that the dinosaurs were able to gain a larger foothold across the land than their Pseudosuchian cousins, and this was because there was a mass extinction event leading into the Jurassic period. It's currently up for debate what caused the Triassic-Jurassic extinction event, but the Pseudosuchians did not come out of it on top. They were pretty heavily affected, and this is what allowed the dinosaurs to take the opportunity to establish the dominance that they would establish all the way up until the end of the Cretaceous. But it wasn't because of their size or their ability to be more generalistic and adapt to changing environments. Scientists now think, or at least some scientists now think, that it was because of the way that they walked. As I said a little bit ago, the dinosaurs that lived during the Triassic period were overall bipedal and smaller in nature, while the Pseudosuchians were mostly quadrupedal, but some were bipedal as well. While larger dinosaurs like Herrerasaurus and Plateosaurus were appearing in the fossil record towards the middle and ends of the Triassic, they were only reaching around the same sizes as their Pseudosuchian cousins. But still notably, even these larger dinosaurs were still primarily bipedal, and we start seeing dinosaurs becoming quadrupedal at the end of the Triassic period into the Jurassic period. This new study proposes, after looking at 208 different specimen leg bones of dinosaurs and their relatives, suggests that it was their method of locomotion that allowed them to take advantages in areas where the Pseudosuchians were not able to do so. Basically, being bipedal allowed the dinosaurs to be faster and more agile than their Pseudosuchian cousins, which gave them an advantage in a drying climate of the Jurassic period. And then, as the Pseudosuchians started to be affected by the Triassic-Jurassic extinction event, the dinosaurs that were not struggling were beginning to take over by beginning to become more quadrupedal. While some of these earlier dinosaurs were staying bipedal and would eventually become the large predatory theropods that they are known for, other dinosaurs, like Plateosaurus's descendants, became primarily quadrupedal to take advantage of the available niches that the Pseudosuchians were leaving behind. While dinosaurs evolved other features to help them survive and thrive, including thermoregulation through feathers and efficient breathing mechanisms, it was their variation in locomotion that allowed them to take the first crucial steps into world dominance.